Hello, everyone. Finally, I got this working. My phone was crapping out. YouTube was screwing up. What I hate more than anything when I'm trying to go live on YouTube is when I have the video turned horizontal, as is every person's have on YouTube. And when I start the stream, it flips to horizontal, even though I've got the phone turned sideways, had it turned sideways. So we have the horizontal 16:9 aspect ratio. Pisses me off like crazy. So I had to start this again and again, and had other problems where it just wouldn't start at all. But anyway, it's good to be finally streaming. Hello, Thomas. 7 people here. Cool. I'm a little tired. Not too tired. It's weird. When I'm only like 2 hours sleep deprived, meaning I only got 8 hours of sleep because my biology, for whatever reason, is I need 10 hours of sleep a night. It's like my vision is even more blurred than if I just slept 5 hours a night. And I'm more tired in a way. Not really, but I'm fine. Went to the gym today. Hello, everybody. You're saying hello, Jackie? Who Jackie is, unless you're just calling me Jackie. Everybody like this. Oh, thanks, Saul Goodman. Yes, better call Saul. He'll tell you like this video. Had to run some errands today, and just gonna find a good spot in this shopping center. I want the light on me. 9 people in the room, only 1 thumb up. Well, there's 3 now. 3 likes. But as I say in the title, I slept in the freezing cold the other night. Oh, this person's seatbelt is dangling out their car door. Let me know if it's too noisy if I just stand by the side of the road. Wilson Remain. Shalom. Thank you for that. 12 people in here. So I slept in the freezing cold. Which night was the freezing cold? I'm trying to think. It was the night after Thanksgiving, I think. Yeah. So it was the night after that, I'm pretty sure. It got down to like 20 degrees. So I got real prepared. I wore this jacket. I wore a thermal shirt over this t-shirt. I had my eye mask on. I had 3 blankets. And I slept fine. It wasn't a big deal. I was worried I might have to get one of those sub-zero, yeah, exactly, like Saul Goodman says, a sleeping bag. Unless I need it, I'm not going to spend the money on it. Why do I need it? They have some, by the way. I read that some are called like mummy bags. It's like or caterpillar bags. It's like you're totally wrapped up in it, and it goes over your head too. So that sounds nice, I guess, but I don't need it. I mean, if I need it sometime, say if it gets colder than like 20 degrees, which it very well may in this area, if I do need that, if I can't sleep, then yeah, I'll get it. But otherwise, I won't bother spending the money. Why bother? Watch a British TV show called Friday Night Dinner? Well, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Welcome. I don't have TV. I know you can get everything on the internet, basically, but also, my phone battery drains fast. That's how Blackberries are. I have a Blackberry Priv. But I slept fine in the cold, so didn't matter. Been saving pretty good money. Here's the thing. Even if I spend $30 on food every other day, I'm still saving a ton of money. That's still like $900 a month that I'm saving, like 15 times 30, not 30 times 30. So $450 a month I'm saving, which maybe I'm kind of getting towards also spending money on gas. But I bought, that stuff from Aldi the other day, those groceries like peanut butter and oranges, pears. And yesterday, I felt like I was getting the flu. Not yesterday, 2 nights ago, I felt like I was getting the flu because I was under eating so badly. And, oh, cops rolling up. I wonder what they're... Oh, good, they're not coming for me. I was getting so lightheaded. I was starting to get weird sensations in my body. So I ate, and then I felt fine, after a couple hours. But I was like, damn it, I can't do that. I thought I always think I'm doing myself a favor by under-eating. And maybe if I'm living at home, that's sort of okay, because I don't have to be out and actually doing anything and being anywhere. But my problem is, of course, and I was working when I was feeling really lightheaded. So the problem is now, I always have to be alert and have my senses about me. I always got to be able to operate a vehicle I always got to be either out walking, sitting somewhere out where I can't just lie down and sleep. And plus, it's not good to do that to your body anyway. So I was like, oh crap, I gave in. I got a chicken pasta meal at my job, and I went to Walmart. I got some more food. I got some cans of sardines and herring, which I hate how messy they are. I mean, they're very healthy food, but I hate how I'm like, pisses me off to no end when I get any of the juice on my jeans. I'm like, oh damn it, I hate that staying in there. Yeah, cops after you for your protest of landlords. Yeah, come and get me. I got those, and that wasn't much money. It was like $10 or something for a few of those, few bottles of Powerade for going to the bathroom. Powerade's cheaper than Gatorade, so I'm like, maybe I'll just get that from now on. It's a slightly smaller neck, but not an issue, as long as I have enough light to properly, maneuver myself. Just keep it at that. How's TJ? Do you mean TJ Brown from TJ and Friends? If you mean him, I know he's overall been doing pretty well. His house burned down. Him and his girlfriend Rebecca, their house burned down. Thankfully, their kids were fine. They've got 2 kids, Brody and Beckham. We still haven't met Beckham yet. My mom and I, we went over there and visited him when Brody was born, shortly, like a few days or something after Brody was born, or a few weeks. But haven't met Beckham. 2 of their cats died, though. That was really sad. But fortunately, they made it out of there, and I think TJ had a fundraiser he did to help raise money to help them move, him and Rebecca and their kids. So if that's the TJ you're talking about, or if you're just asking something else, I don't know. But now y'all got on, what are you talking about, Weeclome? Weeclome just said pissed on toast, Jackie. What are you saying? It smells good out here. Something smells good. Actually, it reminds me kind of a little bit, something cooking bean in Samos in Greece. Is that what it reminds me of? I don't know. Maybe it just reminds me of being on a pier anywhere, like on a waterfront. And by the way, I am close to the waterfront right now. So I'm in Virginia, and the East Coast right here, there's the Pacific Ocean. What the hell? The Atlantic Ocean. So something smells good cooking out here. Anyways, walk off to the corner here. But I slept fine. No big deal. So unless I have to spend the money on a sleeping bag, I won't. Big challenge for me is really eating enough in a way, because just eating fruits and like pears and oranges, that's not nearly enough calories. And I was feeling so kind of like sick the other night, lightheaded. I would consider you being in the South. Yeah, I'm in the South. Like, technically, Virginia's the South, but I'm not really. I mean, think about it. Like, it's not the South the way, you go to South Carolina is, or, even North Carolina, even other parts of Virginia, So, I'm in an area in Northern Virginia. It's like, yeah, it's technically the South. Yes, you do see a lot of, like, Confederate named streets around here. Lee Highway, Jefferson Davis Highway, all that. If you do have all that, you do have a lot of fucking white supremacists around here and racists and everything. Richard Spencer used to live around here before he went back to mommy and daddy's home in Michigan or wherever, because he's a total screw up in addition to being a horrible white supremacist. And just a lot of people just generally with that white arrogance, that white entitlement and sense of like, what are you talking about? Like, you can't do anything to me. The police are going to help me. They won't do anything. Yeah, just been busy, kind of too busy to film lately and sleeping in. I slept good the last 2 days. Today I didn't sleep as great. I slept pretty well, but I think what my issue today was the temperature rising too much in my car. It was getting too warm, and then I was getting uncomfortable. And that's really annoying. But anyways, yeah, technically I'm in the South. I would like to go somewhere warmer eventually. That'd be real nice, because it is going to get cold, and the worst thing around here is, around anywhere really, rain. I'm not worried about the cold so much. Cold is fine. What'll be bad too is when it gets warmer, because I'm going to have to make sure my car is ventilated, because it's going to bake my car. If I sleep and the sun rises, and I'm going to get so hot, it's going to be so uncomfortable. Then bugs might get in, and then I'm a little more vulnerable to people trying to attack me in my car. So, you know, I got to wonder about all that, how I'm going to protect myself. Um, and I'm just thinking about, you know, things, what I'm doing, what am I striving for. I'm thinking about a movie I want to make that with the money I'm saving, may be able to make just real simple, just two people, just sort of a road trip, just shoot it myself and pay them both and edit it and then just submit it to film festivals or put it online. But I want to make a little road trip movie about like a couple that, you know, maybe they're highly dysfunctional and they kind of love each other, but the only way they do that is by sheer effort. In other words, it's not that they're like that good people or they're really good to each other. It's just the sheer will of trying over and over again to help each other when they're both like really screw-ups and strung out and they might be kind of addicts. I don't know, something like that. Smoke the green. I should not be smoking weed. That is not good for me considering all the, you know, mental problems I've had. You know, all kinds of delusional thoughts I've had, all that kind of stuff. Weed would not be good for me. On top of that, possibly, what's the term? Became depersonalization, derealization. Not good. Not a good idea. Not recommended for everybody. I'm not anti-drug. Just know the consequences of doing drugs before you do them. Just be prepared. You know, I'm not telling anyone what to do. I caution, just know the consequences. If you don't want to deal with them, some drugs can kill you, some can cause permanent brain damage, or permanent body damage as well. So just know the consequences. Literally, do the research and don't do them for the wrong reasons. If you're trying to cope with life or whatever, I mean, again, like I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do. Hey, you know, don't. Like, you got to go after your own destiny, whatever it is. But I'm just saying, you know, study, know the consequences, and know the law, too. I'm not saying I agree with the laws on drugs. I think drugs should be legal. I think it's so stupid and such a waste, and it's so cruel how we use drug laws primarily to brutalize poor black people and Hispanic people. But anyways, that's some. You gotta just know the consequences. That's all, especially the health consequences. Ever tried dark fruits? I don't know if that's some kind of euphemism for something. You mean like figs, or is it something else? But I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? I've had dark fruits, whatever that means, whatever sick, twisted meaning that may signify. But I've been thinking about, you know, what am I going to do? Okay, now I'm actually able to save money. Even when I just kind of spend a little too much extra sometimes, it's fine. I'm able to save. I don't know. Okay, Weeklum, I just don't know what you're talking about in general. But it sounds like you're having fun, so that's good. Hey, I'm glad you're having fun. Click the like button, everybody. That'll help me have fun and help others have fun by getting YouTube to share this video and put it at the top of people's recommendations. That way they can see me talk about what it's like to be homeless right now, what's going on. Ooh, I see a Tesla Model 3 off in the distance. I can always spot a Tesla. So nice to see. Elon Musk, electric cars though, so still does a lot of very bad things. So what a troubled person. Yeah, 20 people you're watching. Very cool. So I been thinking about, okay, what's my plan now? What am I gonna do? Because now I feel like it's kind of working out. I got the hang of it. Not too bad. I'm gonna push myself. I want to find different places to go. Maybe I'll find places further out to live at. What's this car doing behind me? Oh, I see. Nothing. Just doing something. What's up with the caps? Who cares? Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna. Justin's asking someone else, not asking me. As long as you're having fun, go ahead and write in caps. Who cares? All capital letters. I got work tonight. Been slow this weekend because of Thanksgiving and all. That's fine. Who cares? No big deal. Things going fine there. Still been going to the gym every day, exercising well. Big struggle again now is trying to make sure I eat enough, because the food I eat is, yeah, I've never seen Weeklome here before, but hey, again, as long as you're having fun, it looks like you're having fun, Weeklome. That's all that matters. You're not hurting anybody. Not saying anything harmful. What was I talking about? My goals now. Got to figure out what to do. Weeklum, I gotta just ignore what you're saying. You're having fun, that's good, but like your questions are totally like not clear to me what you're saying. But it's cool. I like the ambiance, the medio ambiente in Espanol. Or medio ambiente is environment, but the environment you're providing for this stream. Oh yeah, what I was saying, food. It's a struggle to make sure I eat enough calories now, unless I eat like a restaurant meal. So yesterday I did go out to a restaurant, Hispanic restaurant, practice my Spanish a little, and did eat a nice meal. So that was good, but as far as food in my car, I'm not like, I don't know what the heck. You know, it's cold enough to where I can have sandwich meats in my car. Now, in general, I like to cut down on my meat consumption. Hey, I ate a big chicken meal yesterday and the day before, so, you know, I'm a hypocrite. I mean, I'm not really cutting down a ton on, I mean, part of it's just I want to make sure I have enough calories. Like, it's not really convenient to have beans right now. Aldi, where I like to shop, doesn't have prepackaged salads. What's it called? Walmart does. So maybe I'll go there, you know, get a nice big salad with chicken in it. But the other night I was feeling I was getting to the point where I was feeling almost like I had the flu coming on. I was wondering like, oh, what the hell? Like, am I just hungry? Like, or am I having the flu? And I think I was just hungry because I felt fine shortly after eating a full meal, because I was getting lightheaded, getting weird sensations, like, oh, like, you know, stuff's happening to me, like, you know, weird jolts in my body. And the whole day, all I ate was like cereal, peanut butter, a pear, maybe 2 pears, and an orange, and just hoping that's enough calories, but that was probably barely any calories. Almonds, sunflower seeds. Yeah, Aldi is great, but yeah, I gotta eat enough. And on top of that, I was exercising hard. I exercised real hard yesterday for like a good hour. So, and you know, the whole time I'm thinking I'm losing weight. You know, that's great, but I'm doing myself a favor by saving money on food. But I have enough, and yeah. Oh, I do take multivitamins. That's definitely necessary. If you're not, you know, eating. I guess it shouldn't be necessary. Like if you have a home and you're eating well, but because I'm out and I'm not eating full meals, yeah, definitely eat more fats. Avocados are hard to eat. Like, how am I going to eat them on the road? You need a home. You need to be able to cut those open, and they're messy. But definitely multivitamin helps. I'm going to see what else they got at Aldi. I might go by there in a day or two and see what's something that, you know, has more calories. And iPhone 5, 10 pounds. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what is it. It's just funny. Fat talking about food? Oh, yeah, well, we're talking about fats in foods. Like avocados, they have good fats. Weeklum, don't try and sell an iPhone in here if that's what you're doing. I got to make sure I'm eating enough, so I'll look at like Aldi, again, great prices there, see like what's something that actually has some calories that I can eat in my car. So because it's cold enough out, I've been able to leave yogurt in the trunk of my car, eat that, and have it last for a couple days, because it's like a refrigerator. And even though it got kind of warm today, and maybe I can put sandwich meat. I don't know. I'd prefer not to eat meat if I could. Also, it just tends to be more expensive, and I'd like to cut down on eating meat for the cruelty aspect to animals and the effect on the environment. But I don't know. It just may be a little impractical right now. Hey, I need affordable housing if I'm going to eat proper meals. So, and I don't want to eat prepackaged stuff like nut bars and, you know, sort of kind bars and everything. They're good, but they got sugar in them, and I just don't want to be doing that. I'd rather eat whole foods. It's nice out today, I'll say that. Got warmer after freezing the other night. Oh yeah, so anyone just joining, click the like button, get YouTube to put this at the top of people's recommendations. And I slept in a freezing cold the other night, and I slept fine. I just slept prepared for it. So I had my jeans on, my shoes, my thermal shirt, and this jacket that I'm wearing now. I had the hoodie up, because you got to have the hoodie up or your head gets cold. And I had 3 blankets, and it was no big deal. I slept very well. Slept a good 9 hours, or yeah, about 9 hours. So that's like the minimum I need to sleep well. I wish it was less than that. Oh, it's so terrible that I need to sleep that long. I wish I didn't lose so much time in the day, because my day's half over by the time you know, I'm out of the gym, and then I just may have to do stuff. Sometimes I just got to go to the bathroom. You know, I got to take a dump. I do my courtesy flushes. I flush 15 to 20 times or more, and that can take up a little while. Other people don't use the courtesy flush. They are not hip to the courtesy flush. I want to try going to different places too, because if I'm free and if I have a little money, I gotta, I mean, make sure, you know, I'm not spending too much traveling too far, but maybe I can find, you know, some other place to stay, some other city. I've been staying in different cities, but yeah, RFP, HEP, and Miss Angry Grandpa. I've been going around to different cities, trying different places. Hey, today's my first time in this parking, the shopping center. I just want to check the time real quick. 5 o'clock, good on time, but my battery is at 55%, so I'm gonna want to get out here soon. I don't know what a chippy lad is. You say, have I ever been to a chippy lad? It better not be code for something weird, or code for something whatever. Who cares? I can't get a trailer home. It's too expensive. And why would I do that? Why would I pay for anything extra when I make so little money and I don't have, if I rent a room or get a trailer home, then I won't have be able to save up money. I'll just be broke again, just like before. Chippy is a place where you get fast food in the UK. Interesting. So, no. Oh, more than 10 flushes, Justin. I'll go 15, 20, probably 25 flushes. Just think about it. You're doing it every time a turd hits the toilet, every time you fart. Other guys, these other idiots don't know to do the courtesy flush. They don't flush when they're about to fart, and then they're all embarrassed by it. Well, yeah, you all fucked up. You all should have been courtesy flushing. And then I flush, you know, with the toilet paper too. So that's additional flushes right there. $1 slices of what? Saul says I can get, there are places where I can get $1 slices. Slices of what? Meat? Pizza? I don't eat pizza, by the way, but, or I try not to. Guys, I've never been to England. I'd like to go. I've thought about it. Hey, at least, you know, it's the same language, so I'd have an easy time getting around, but I've never been there, except like maybe I was at the airport once, but you know, that doesn't count. Imagine the water bill you're giving them, Angelo. I do, and see, here's the beauty of it. Who cares? I'm not trying to run up their water bill, but I got a courtesy flush. One slice of food, yeah. Mission places to eat. I've thought about that, but I've looked up online food pantries. There's so many different qualifying conditions for eating at a food pantry, like either they're for kids or for veterans or for women or for people who apply and bring documents to show they qualify for food. Only a few places are just like you can show up and just get food. And I'm like, I don't know, how much do I need to like go through this list and try and find a place, and Even then, will I find food that I can eat in my car? I don't want canned food. That's going to be worthless to me because I don't have a can opener. I don't want to waste time opening canned food and trying to eat that. Yeah, it's polite, exactly. Flushing the toilet is polite, and it's, you know, there's a greater good involved. And it's not that much water anyways. It's like a gallon. Although some toilets are very strong. Some, they just go on. It's like a space-powered, like a space-age vacuum. You know, it's like some vacuum-powered industrial tube. It's just like, boom, like everything gets sucked down there, including like air itself. Eat lupine beans? I don't know what those are. I'd like to eat beans. But again, if it's canned beans, you know, that's the thing. It's messy. If you ever need me to look up stuff for you and email it to you, it's no problem. Thanks. Appreciate that. And I know you donated the other day, and I appreciate that too. Yeah, it's more air pressure than water. Exactly. And this stuff, it just like, it disintegrates your turds when you flush. What else was I thinking about? Just think about being, you know, a little discouraged lately, but I don't even want to say it because I don't like to talk about being discouraged like that's something I'm fixating on, because then that just makes it worse. I'd rather just focus on, you know, overcoming being discouraged. It's no big deal. Had some weird stuff happen at my job that was kind of funny. I won't get into that though. Just weird encounters with people, which nothing happened, you know, nobody got hurt or whatever, but just people act weird. That's all I can say. Yeah, they turn the stool into sand. Exactly. That's some toilets I've been in. It just like, it like touches and it's like a black hole. Just it disintegrates all molecules. Okay, what are you saying here, Weekloam? Working at Greg's, police officers waddle in a skin to see Rapid Roger. Panic sets in. Dive over the counter, body slam one pig. Brian burst out of the toilet, pants at his ankles, and unleashes a Brexit. Brexit roundhouse on the other. Nicked some nonsense mobility scooter for a speedy getaway. People get partners for their kidney, etc. Oh, what? Okay. I can't read that. I hope, was there anything, hold on. Was there any slang in there that was inappropriate? Weekloam, because I read that and I didn't think like, well, what's some of that stuff mean? I don't know what some of these terms mean. I'm being serious. Were there any, what's nicked some, I don't know what that word, it all of a sudden in my head, I don't know if that's a bad word or not. Huh, thanks. I don't want to rent a room that or bigoted or any bigoted terms there, because I don't want to be repeating that. Let me know. I might look up afterwards, but I got to stop reading all these slang terms. Oh man, I might have to go to the bathroom after this right here. I'll read quietly your comments. I don't. You guys are talking weird. I don't know what you're saying. It's nice out here, though. You can see the light change. Can anyone tell me if Weekloam's comments had any bigoted words in them? I'm serious. Just look up some of the terms he said. If there are, tell me. If they're not, tell me. But if there are, tell me. I don't want to be, you know, propagating that. I read it. I wasn't thinking. You know, I was just thinking, okay, I'm going to read a comment, but not everyone has good intentions, so I don't think they did. Well, Weekloam, wouldn't you know, or were you just like taking that from like Urban Dictionary or something, or finding it from some website and just pasting it on here? So then saving money. It's a quote some guy said about Brexit. Yeah, but is there anything derogatory or bigoted in what you said? I don't even know what some of those terms are. What the hell are you all talking about? And sometimes these comments are distracting. That's good. You're all having fun. That's important to me. No, how do you know, Weeclome? How do you know? Anyways, I'm going to try and do some reading today. I finished Uta Hagen's Respect for Acting. It's a great book, wonderful. I loved it. Learned a lot about actors and what they go through. And there's a part of me that always wished I could be an actor and would be, but it's so excruciating and brutal to work. A lot of it's not fun. Your dad is Greg Turkington? Really? Yeah, I doubt that. And I'm going to read Meisner's book. I think it's called On Acting. Can't remember the exact title, but I got that next up, and I'm going to keep studying my Spanish. I learned a bunch of terms, but they're kind of like, floating in and out of my memory. I got to commit them to memory. Meisner is good? Cool. Somebody knows Meisner in here. Daughter is actor. Awesome. Yeah, Uta Hagen's book was fantastic. She writes in this like kind of weird, like formal English that it's partly, I guess, just from a different time and partly from, different place, depending on what part of the country she's been in, and she's traveled all around the world. But it's this weird kind of stilted, rigid English. Anyways, it's just like a little, like everything's very like broken down and formal. So like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. And maybe it's just being influenced by all the plays she's read that are old plays. On Writing. Ooh, interesting. I want to read that by Stephen King. What happened to my car? Nothing. My car's fine. I got it to pass inspection with the work the mad scientist did on it, clearing up the headlights, and what was the other thing? The airbag sensor, the seatbelt buckle that we got replaced. We replaced it. My dad's doing fine. Anyways, what else? I gotta stop saying anyways. That's a bad habit. On Writing, a memoir of the craft book by Stephen King. Yeah, I'll read that, definitely. It sounds cool. So, Weeclome, something you've been saying has gotten blocked by YouTube. So I don't know. YouTube does that a lot for stuff that's not really cuss words, but you may have said something that's objectionable. I don't know. YouTube blocks it. I can't block it once it says that. So you'll have to clean it up. You removed it? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, just don't put out stuff that's like, slang terms that are derogatory towards others. I don't know if you did or not. That's the thing. I don't know these slang words, but I'm not trying to play light with them or joke about them. We don't need that. The whole world's got that. 3 branches of government, the military, the police got that. Half the world's history has got that. We don't need that here. This can be a place that's more accepting. I was thinking about, well, never mind. I won't bring it up. Keep some things private, but it's nothing that exciting. Nothing too interesting. But stuff I keep private. Always, okay. Removed them for you, lad. I'm not even sure what you said, but thanks. I think I skimmed by it quickly, but I'm training myself not to read too much of what you're saying because I just stop and get distracted. But yeah, as I was saying, thinking a little about disappointment, but really about how to overcome it. And yeah, be positive. Exactly. Again, no big deal. It's nothing. It's, just simple things, but some things I just like to keep private. But not a big deal. Fortunately, overall, things doing real well. What I'd like to be doing is looking up film events or film like festivals or premieres, and trying to go to more film events. That'd be real nice. Part of the problem is I'm working a lot of those are weekends. I work weekend nights. I'm tired during the day. I wake up late. So that's a little bit of a challenge for me. But, what other time am I going to be able to do that? Maybe I'll just sleep outside the movie theater in my car and then just go in there. My car has been such a mess lately. Look at this. Ridiculous garbage. So, I don't know what I can really do to organize that, but yeah, just move forward. That's all you got to do. Accept some losses. Look, a loss, a whatever can be freeing because you go through struggle for nothing. Again, don't read too much into it. It's nothing, no big deal. Really, there's no problem. Actually, a lot of things going really well. But, just accept it. You don't hang your self-esteem on certain things, and you just keep moving. Keep going forward. Don't fixate on them because you'll always come up with reasons for, judging yourself, and then you just carry yourself with this stench of low self-esteem and of negativity and failure, and people pick up on that. So don't do it. It's no big deal. No, I don't have a new place to move to. I don't want a new place to move to. I want everyone else to move for me. I want housing to be cheaper around here. I couldn't in good conscience accept a place around here, even if I had $1 million, because why would I pay just to get the benefits of living in a place where people are making it unaffordable to live for the vast majority of people because we have so many billions of dollars, so many rich and powerful people who want to stay insulated in power and pay, weapons contractors and government contractors and all kinds of shady corporations who rip people off, who exploit people. And you look at Saudi Arabia, they're talking about, that journalist, Khashoggi, who was dismembered in the Saudi Arabian embassy. He was kidnapped in there, tortured, and killed again, and dismembered. And not only so Trump is pretending like, well, what are we going to do? We can't do anything because his death may have been ordered by the Saudi Crown Prince, which in all likelihood it was. We can be virtually pretty sure of that because nothing like that could happen without him. But he's saying, we'll just be punishing ourselves if we lose all that money that we make from them selling weapons. And then he lied and said if they don't buy it from us, they'll buy it from the Chinese or Russians or another country. That's not true. There's a whole infrastructure to the weapons that they use. They're not just able to pick and choose which parts they want and which weapons. These systems have to be compatible with each other. That's why they buy from the U.S. year after year. And they use it to bomb Yemen, to torture people at home, women who have been activists there being tortured, electrocuted, beaten, all kinds of other things. We still work with them. We don't care. We train them. We give them targets. We refuel their planes. We provide them with weapons. They bomb Yemen. They blockade Yemen. 85,000 children have died of starvation there. And it's a shame that it's only when a journalist gets killed that finally people notice that Saudi Arabia is doing bad things. But how is his life worth any more, or how are those children's lives worth any less than a journalist's life who was an American resident? So 85,000 children starved to death, millions on the verge of starvation and death at any given moment in Yemen because of the blockade of food and medicine there. Saudi Arabia bombing there, killing thousands of civilians. And Trump says, well, we can't stop working with them. What would be the difference if Iran was doing that? And if Iran was doing that, Trump would love the propaganda to be able to say, look, Iran's an evil empire. We need to overthrow their government. We need regime change. We need to go to war with them. Obama was too soft on them. Saudi Arabia commits terror, engages in terrorism, spreads Wahhabism around the world. We don't care. And then people are so short-sighted that they're doing that money he's making from the Saudi Arabians. He's doing business with them. We haven't been allies with Saudi Arabia for a very long time. Obama was supportive of them. Bush was. Even though Saudi Arabians were the majority of the hijackers on 9/11, who crashed planes into the Twin Towers and the Pentagon and that field in Pennsylvania. So why are we acting like, oh, if just Trump was gone, we could then go back to the old way of supporting Saudi Arabia committing genocide and terrorism, but just with more prestige and a grander look for us. We wouldn't have to look so crass. The problem with Trump is that he's just honest about how craven he is. That he's really saying there's no consequences for killing people. That if you're our ally and you kill someone, cares? Those who don't know how to suffer are the worst off. There are times when the only correct thing we can do is to bear out the troubles until a better day. That's exactly right. Unfortunately, that's exactly right, which is to say that, you know, you just, you learn a lot through difficult times, and you become better for it. It makes you a better person. And when suffering is meaningful, it ceases to become suffering. Then it's not meaningless. And so you're worthy of it. Then, holy crap, everybody, see, I'm glad I stuck, hold on, I gotta wipe my nose. Everybody, tell Hamza Saeed, thank you, he's coming in clutch for me, $19.99, people, for the low price of $19.99, Hamza Saeed has made a donation to Flying Over Trout on YouTube. Hamza, we thank you for your support here at the, okay, reconnected. If you're out there, if you're enjoying our programming here, considering for a commemorable tote bag, or a coffee mug, or a mouse pad, thank you. That was awesome, Hamza. Oh my goodness. Shit. Hey, I was going to say good for you, but good for me. Thank you. But yeah, why are we wasting billions of dollars giving weapons, selling weapons to Saudi Arabia, destroying the environment in the process? By the way, if you haven't noticed, all the climate reports saying that we're facing catastrophe with the environment. It's going to destroy so much of the world. It's going to end a lot of lives. Many people will not be able to afford to escape the consequences of climate change. Crops are going to fail. We're going to have droughts within our lifetimes. Already we're seeing some of the consequences of it, but within our lifetimes we're going to see this. Rising temperatures, rising sea levels, and we don't take it seriously. What the hell? Even the Democrats don't take it seriously. Democrats, ostensibly, what the hell are they fighting for? They're trying to figure out how to be right-wingers even better than Republicans. So we're facing such catastrophe, and all rich people can think about is how to insulate themselves from it, and make sure the money, you know, is the path for the money they get and they give is greased real nice, and it can go back and forth between the people they know. Like Tim Kaine, I can't get that out of my head, how Tim Kaine, a Democrat, ostensibly he's for the people, he's for the little people. He keeps harping on class warfare. Republicans love to say Democrats are like all about pitting the classes against each other, which is what they think it sounds like to them when people talk about the cause of the poor who are being exploited. It's not that just that they're poor because that's like what they chose. They're poor because they've been exploited by a whole system that keeps rich people rich and keeps pushing poor people into greater poverty, and then blames them for the own poverty they've gone through, or blames immigrants, blames black people, blames Arabs, blames women. We see the migrant caravan, a war crime's been committed today. Donald Trump has ordered U.S. soldiers at the border to stop the caravan. He's such a hard-headed pig. He's saying, go home, go home. He couldn't stand being told to go home if his toilet was out of order. But he wants them to go thousands of miles home when they've escaped countries that America has helped destroy. And now the U.S. soldiers there are firing tear gas at families, at children, at civilians on the border, and they shut down one of the ports of entry so nobody in America or Mexico can cross to either side because the caravan migrants are there. So that's what we're wasting money on, trying to provoke a war, violating international boundaries, committing war crimes, firing chemical weapons into another country at civilians, which, hey, America's gotten away with it before. What are they going to care now? And this is a sure way to escalate tensions, to maneuver his way into a greater greater hostilities, greater emergency measures, which Republicans are going to line up for. Yes, sir, Trump. They're so craven. They have no conscience. They're going to support Trump wholly, and also a lot of them just straight up white supremacists and racists, that they're going to want further, more drastic measures to control the border. Control meaning inflict brutality on immigrants and brutalize immigrants here, demand for more money to corporations that are going to imprison them. And meanwhile, people here are struggling with 2 jobs and can barely get by, and are one health emergency or one paycheck away from losing their homes. Screw that. Kami, no, I can't live with my mom. I'm not welcome to stay there, and I wouldn't go if I was welcome. Thomas Jordan, you want to spread racism here? Is that what it is? We can remove that. There you go. You got the whole world to spread racism. You don't need to spread any hatred here, any negativity. You don't need to be putting down poor people who are struggling. I gladly would like to see immigrants given more rights here and be protected here. So don't bother wasting your time telling me they're going to be poor here. I've lived with immigrants, undocumented immigrants. I've worked with them. They've been my customers. I spend time in their communities. I mean, when I say their communities, it's like, you know, in their neighborhoods, the restaurants and everything. Don't tell me about, now not only we have the whole world, we have hundreds of years of brutal white supremacy and racist lies and torture and imprisonment and killing of immigrants and pretending like they deserve the punishment they got. Because it's amazing, by the way, how conservatives, like whatever treatment immigrants get, conservatives leave comments on Facebook and news articles saying, well, they should have followed the law. That's the law. You should have followed it. So I don't get it. What is there you can do to immigrants that would be unacceptable? If you all believe in the law, do you believe in any such thing as humane treatment? Do you believe that the law should have good reasons for being applied? Or is it that if someone broke the law, automatically you can do whatever you want? You can whip them, you can chain them up to a wall, you can gag them, you can beat them, you can break their bones. What is it? I don't get it. If you support, even if you're a conservative, if you support, if you support, I'll try and be generous in characterizing it. If you, my battery's getting low. If you support laws against immigration and you want to, deport immigrants and make it extremely difficult to immigrate here, why wouldn't you then support equitable treatment of immigrants in detention? Why wouldn't you want them to have be given rights and proper access to legal services and proper access to medical care? Why wouldn't you want all that? So I don't get it. If it's not racist, why is it perfectly? Why are the things you're proposing perfectly supported by racist mentalities and racist attitudes? Oh, just coincidence. Your views, it's not a policy to support racist brutality against brown people. It just views coincide with those of white supremacists, Nazis, white nationalists who do want to commit that, those heinous policies. It just coincides. Well, if it coincides with that, that means you're a racist. And so you have the whole world to spread that. You have the police, the military, 3 branches of government. You have your businesses up and down the street. You have your neighbors, your family. You don't need to spread that here. You're actually fine. So I did you a favor. Uh-oh. Now it's not saying how many people are in chat. Okay, now it's here. Yeah, if you're pro-life, then why aren't you pro-life? Exactly. They say they're pro. Are they pro-Syrian refugees? No. Pro-Honduran refugees? No. Salvadorian refugees? No. Mexican? No. Or you support people in Saudi Arabia brutalized by the regime? No. Do you support people, having a right to medical care here? No. Housing? No. Good jobs? No. So what is it? Oh, we just support fetuses. 5 men who were exonerated of the crime of attacking a woman, the Central Park 5 black men. Oh, so that to Trump is basically criminal. Right there. That's the crime, is they were black to him. So he says he's pro-life, but he's for the death penalty for drug dealers and for rapists. And he pulled out an ad in the newspaper saying he wants a death penalty for the Central Park 5, even though they were exonerated. They're innocent, and he never apologized for that. Well, that's not pro-life then. So people should, and reporters are such cowards. They just want access. They just want to be friendly with the president. Even though they pretend they're adversarial, they don't really want to confront the president and say, well, then you're not really pro-life. You're weak. You're very weak. And you're weak on terror because look how you support Saudi. I'm going to Let's see, did that work? Sorry, I know it disconnected again. But when I read Donna's comment, when I started reading it, I hadn't read to the end of it until I actually said it out loud. So, yeah, not going to be able to do that, Donna. Tell your mom I love her a lot. I always look at her. To do that, Donna. Tell your mom I love her a lot. I always look at her cooking channel. Thanks. All right. Well, everybody, I got to get going. Got to do some reading and go to the bathroom and then go to work tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Wait, who donated? Hamza. Sorry. Thanks for donating, and bye.